never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
In second place now. That is why then they don't want to be the one that's getting dive-bombed into
the yellow helmet of Gonzalez in third place. Uriarte pushed back deeper right on his tail.
And Uriarte's got to be careful because he's got a track limits warning. One more infraction, he'll have turn one. So we are seeing more silly sort of antics in the penultimate corners.
There's another, a thing to fourth with the orange helmet.
Got a look at that then, Ramadipa in second place. Very fit, go through the long lap penalty lane. Same goes for Lucas Brown, 29 in 10 in 17th.
We haven't talked too much about. I think it's back in 11th place. It's the 54 Veda Pratama, and I can just...
Yesterday he's got Karpushin ahead of him. This is a cracking race. Karpushin from pole, really showing place at the moment.
Yeah, and I saw Karpushin get precious close to the green at the bottom of the track. Just imagine he is the sort of guy who's sitting there in the middle of the pack, not wanting to do anything too dramatic.
That's what he can do here in the dry today.
Absolutely superb stuff, isn't it? And Marco has got on that lap. He may or may not have touched it. Marco Morelli in second place, and let's wait to see how things unfold.
Carla Thompson's another one of those riders, I reckon, Peter. He was in 8th crossing the line.
Back to 7th place. Bennett Fernandez was up to 5th. But look at that. Leads the pack, back in contact with Karpushin. They go down the hill, they've overtaken him, come out of the slipstream.
But found himself way up front after that. Goodness me. That was... Oh no, who was...
Abreast and up the inside. Just talking about it was Bennett Fernandez, but of course it really isn't. There's his lead, got it. Brian Uriarte, who takes the lead again. David Gonzalez in second place.
It wasn't Plonk going wide, it was somebody else then.
An overtaking opportunity into the left-hander. Climbing the hill now. Go across the... You're looking back from Uriarte at the number 11 of Gonzalez.
Could have been Singapore actually. He's down into 7th place now. I think it was. It was Mike Hugh, unfortunately.
Top, sweeping through there all the way in fourth gear. They flick it into 5th. Then the 95 of Marco Morelli. Right, so down the drop they go off the waterfall, and it is Marco Morelli. They go downhill, and the 32 takes the lead.
Takes the lead at the waterfall. Up the climb they come, across the start-finish line again. 9.
Morelli, who has the slightest advantage. There is the 51 of...
That is extremely impressive. Not many people can say that in their careers.
No, indeed. Super.
In laps to go this time around. Pratama getting bullied all over the place, Peter. He was 13.
Well, he could sometimes a points leader, depending on where he is.
Exactly, but he's not at the moment. He'll be first.
He looked absolutely super confident doing it, didn't he? So it is Ramadipa, yes.
Crossing the line that time around, but just jumped up into 11th place as we look in towards turn 1 again. Only in second place, finishing a position like that. There's Pugliese then. The 31 has not...
It's second place man in now in the lead.
Goodness me, a lot of riders got close, a bit too close for comfort into turn 1 there. Had a great weekend of it so far. Had a very nonplussed expression about it. And look at the size of this group then, Peter, then. As they cross the line, how many will we have in this leading group? Flicking it left down here and then right again into the Omega curve. Him all weekend long so far, but he might well be feeling a bit happier after this. Morelli still leads out now. It will be 14 riders basically in this lead group.
I wonder if these guys, some of the bright sparks are saving tyres a bit, because in
towards turn 1, but goodness me, how many riders abreast do you want to be? Ramadipa now 14, so everybody would just about get a point. Ramersdorfer a second
qualifying. The first pole and second quickest time was set, I think, lap 3 or 4.
Goes in a second place then.
And Brian Uriarte came up the inside from about
drift in that second chasing group. Well, what a race we have on here with 12 laps.
And this is a 19-lap race. So I wonder if someone like 10th place to 5th place on the brakes there into the first right-hander.
It's Morelli that you've got to be careful to go.
Right, and Brian won yesterday, passing Ramadipa just at the end. Uriarte just doesn't want to try the big breakaway because he knows he's going to need tyres left.
Well, guys, you can't let him get away. This is getting a bit... big move there for
of the race, but in a way, he was almost the moral winner, I felt, of the race yesterday. Did so much at the end.
Down the bottom of the hill they come. And the third place, Benyat Fernandez up the inside of Pugliese there, moves him wide, but as it was so
Much leading, didn't he?
yeah, I've got a technical problem of Ramersdorf for pulling out of the race. He pulled. Big climb up, starts again. Gonzalez looking for the lead this time. He looks up the inside, but hey, you know, Morelli's not a rider you want to let get away.
No, he isn't. I think Brian Uriarte has seen
Off at turn one, unfortunately, banging his machine. He's fallen down the order, so something not right there for him, unfortunately. Uriarte says, no, I'm going to start drilling the pace now. Personal best last time around for the
that turn. He knows it. He was around to watch Marco Morelli.
He is out of the race, the Austrian. Santander rider, by far the quickest rider on track, actually. That's half a second quicker than everybody else.
He'd be so superb at Assen, and that's why I think he moved up into 5th place and is now up into 4th place. Leading as he did yesterday, and there is the number 5 of Leo.
That time around pretty well.
They fan out across the track. Who's late on the brakes? Uriarte really doesn't want to see Marco Morelli disappear, just as you said, Matt.
Well, they
Ramersdorfer pulling off the track, most unfortunate. Very, very rare. Good into the left-hander at the bottom of the hill. That's where he passed Ramadiza for 2.
up the hill we come once again. Then it's going to be left and flick it right down the waterfall.
Technical difficulties with the KTMs. They are
his chain's come off.
broken. Chain's broken. Win yesterday, and he's absolutely superb. And of course, it's so crucial. But he's lost now.
How fast can you go through here? Well, look at that. Look at the gap forming. I mean, Morelli's not hanging around. It'll be very dearie me. Gutted an 8.
Yeah. Lead to the number 17, the white helmeted Yaroslav Karpushin. He comes alongside. It's
Interested to see the lap times this time around.
now. Let's see Uriarte be less so. The 32 of Ramadipa has the advantage. But there's the side-by-side Uriarte and Karpushin now, as there are just 8 laps remaining. We've gone 8 on the brakes here. Close up on that leading trio. So he comes out of the corner. The leading trio, yellow helmet of Gonzalez up the inside. It's
Karpushin
on the white helmet cup with past half distance.
Well, this
Still have the advantage. Marco Morelli over, but it's not green there, so that doesn't matter. Marco takes 2nd place.
Karpushin pushing them out the way. Good stuff from the Kyrgyzstan. Leading group now has become about 17 riders worth. The only rider's not.
Morelli has the advantage. Keandro Ramadipa, the man who finished 2nd, who did all
Dani riders. Ramadipa still leads the way into the final corner then. Look at this enormous leading group in it. Armon and Yane and Danish at the moment then. So it's an
the leading yesterday is in 2nd place.
These 3 absolutely drilling it now, Peter. It's Rookies Cup in its most classic form.
It is.